team will it be, guys? If you're out there in the chat, spam some love for whichever team you're supporting. Will it be China #1, or will it remain in the hands of the Koreans? And if that's the case, will it be OGN making the way up there to take the first place for the first time in the tournament in the very last game, or will it be the guys in Actus Red securing and solidifying their first place spot? Guys, spam some love in the chat. Round number 12, last game of the tournament. The plane is in the sky. James, take it away.
Oh, wow. We've
We're
gone
east.
for another Eastern Circle. This is basically exactly the same of what we saw from Game 2 today.
Exactly the same. And then wonder. No, that's game 2. Last game.
Last game, yeah, Game 3.
And what happened there? Ooh, 17 gaming. Ooh, 12 kills. Ooh, victory.
But where is everyone dropping this
Let's
time?
see what's going to happen now. We got HQ out towards his Naya. Rangers are going to do what they did last game as well. SSS doing the same thing. So nothing new under the sun. Nova going down south. Afrika Freaks going down towards the southeastern side as well. We got L-Stars down in the zigzag compound west of Farm. Ensis Force going Pachinki. Nothing new at all. Actors going to be the last team out of the plane going up towards South George. So everyone's saying, you know what? We'll wait with the fights. We'll take them late game.
Now, while everyone's looting up right at the beginning here, guys, make sure you are spreading the words. Let's tell your friends, your family, your dog, your ants, I don't care what pets you got, tell bloody everyone that this is going down. They should be watching this and seeing what happens, and oh dear.
K3?
Oh dear.
Get back up. Get back up. Have that teammate. He jumped off the roof. Oh, no, you know what might have happened? He might have hit the roof. I got knocked, but I don't know how we can do that from that roof because it's not doing that much damage. That's rather interesting. You do see Timon going down. Once again, teams landing on top of each other. We've seen AG and LG have that fight here, especially with the Uzis. We had it happen yesterday. LG currently sitting in 7th place. That's a lot of money they can risk losing should they go out this early.
Yeah, that's crazy, actually. That's such a detriment to LGE, losing a player this early on where they were still in the points where they could get some extra money here.
Starlord is rotating alone.
Where's
What?
it going?
Why is Starlord
going
alone?
north, though.
Why is Starlord rotating alone? I've never seen that before.
Well, he's the super scout, but I mean, how far is he
Just
going to
kidding.
go?
I mean, he's going up to his teammate, so he's in Gatka.
Okay, good.
Yeah,
Thank
I
God.
was just trying to make fun because
I thought you saw something, and I'm like, wait a second,
no.
did I miss
He's
something?
always alone. I was trying to. Oh, come on, stop ruining my jokes. here.
Baited me into it.
I tried to make a meme, but you took it for realism, and then it feels bad. Anyway, when inside the farm, you do have one of the guys in Poo Fish from Nova up on the northern side. For Win, he's probably going to be able to loot this area faster than Poo, but thing is going to be, is he aware that there's a Nova guy just on the other side? Seems like he might be.
Yeah, and L-Stars, they need to be able to get these fights and get these engagements working, but challenging it on his own is not something he wants to do at this point. He's going to be able to hit you out here. He's going to go...
Ooh, he gets the double!
Wow, you hear the crowd once again come out. Poo Fish trying to help him out there. He's able to tap away and get some damage done, but that's all he's going to be able to do, at least for now. Absolutely brilliant work here. He looked like he was going to be in a rough spot. He takes the engagement, and getting the double is such a key start. Exactly what L-Stars needed. This is giving us some confidence.
Wow. I only thought there was one guy in the vehicle, but they sat right behind each other. Double headshot coming in. No helmets on the guys. Poo went, guys, this compound is clear. Just come down here and loot. And all of a sudden, there comes Win. 200 damage secured for him and 2 finish off. And most importantly, 2 points added to the list.
Yeah, 2 points they desperately needed. Now, Team 17, we keep talking about them. They were so close. They had such a good game last time around, getting that big win in and keeping everyone alive. They've actually had the solid teamwork, I'd say, out this day has been the most out of this, guys.
I have to see, they have plenty of room to rotate. There aren't a lot of compounds up there, but should have enough to get well equipped coming into the first couple of rotations. Now, Ensis Force still running around inside us. Now, of course, they are a team, they are a team to look at. A team that is very much within reach of that first place spot, just 4 points behind their countrymen in Axis Red.
And there's a little bit of this kind of like mind games that come into it, right, and how the mentality of the players is going to be, because Ensis Force know how close they are, but you need to still get them points, you need to still get them kills, more so than what you've done in the past. Do you get over-aggressive, right, and do you then cause yourself a bit of a problem, potentially go out early, or do you play too passive? You've got to find a really perfect balance here.
I'm just going to say that's the second time I see Indigo early game running away from a flipped upside down US. Guys, you cannot flip those vehicles. We don't want to give any more heart attacks to James over here. We cannot have so many people in one vehicle. But now, the rotations is coming out. When the Nova Smasher of just before might be the victim to that same team, should they want to go up there. Not going to happen, but Booyah, he's up inside this watchtower. Could become trouble for him. He's making his way out, spots out Win, shots are fired as well, but none of them connected.
Yeah, big error there from Booyah. He's still going to try and do it, but actually now he's got two L-Star players right around him, and he's going to be taken down ever so quickly. General Gaming trying to help him out there to ensure he doesn't actually get finished off.
You do see the remaining players from Armory Gaming making their way up here. They want to come up, they want to get the rest. They know it's a big team to go up against, and I would assume at least to see them try and push up and do something, but not going to happen. Booyah take it down, and that should be the disengage call for Armory Gaming.
We know Armory Gaming, though, they're confident to try and take some of these fights, but it is the right decision to back away. That's what we want to see happen here. Poopy Fish, he's still very much aware. Remember, he watched them go in front of him, so Nova want to try and get some sort of revenge, but they're also down with just two players.
Smart play. They go up, they say they got a knock, they got something on. Can we get a quick peek? Nope, didn't happen. Let's go back into safety. Only two guys alive. Smart. I like to see this from Nova. Again, a thing that we saw in the game that they won yesterday, but also saw a lot today. Had they had this sort of thought processing, I guess you can say, on day number one as well, that would have worked out for them. Now you see Rangers Mental, the guy that single-handedly got them into safety 2 games ago, doing everything he can to get away. That Dasha is not going to take a lot of more bullets, trying to get off into safety, and at least for the time being, will be there.
Yeah, he was on some serious fire. They're going to do a bit of a trade around here. Blows up the car, doesn't want anyone else to even have a chance of using it, but this is allowing Aries now to come on and take multiple shots over here.
We see the guys in Crest Gaming, they like this third party. And a quick trivia question for you, James. This dip that they're in, what is it called?
Oh, God.
We can call it the Kingwin dip. Even though Kingwin doesn't have a team anymore, they just when they were Kingwin, we still call it Kingwin. Even though it's two teams ago that they were there. Now they're NIP. Used to be WCSG, but they use that a lot. Thus, it's Kingwin dip.
Does it not move on to whatever team they do?
No, there's no NIP dip. It's just Kingwin dip. It's just the name.
Okay,
It's just how it is. We do see
now when you do a penguin there.
Danchi living with the scare. Makes it into safety again. Juanita saying, you know what, buddy? Can you not do that? We're trying to kind of win this tournament here, right? Let's keep it smart. Let's keep it alive and keep it into the late game so they can take home those $250,000. That's exactly what they want to do. Circles coming into a close. We see them rotating far out, and in comes SSS as well. A team that has changed up their playstyle, done it smart, but now this is not the start that 17 Gaming was looking for.
No, not at all. Libero being finished off there, and this is making it okay. It's only one player gone down, but they really couldn't afford this. They needed everyone alive. That was key in how they were taking these engagements and how they were working team advantage throughout all of this. And I don't just mean that in terms of like, oh yeah, just having another player is helpful. It's just the way they were approaching it, right? They were splitting up into the twos, working their way around the rocks and stuff, and on the previous games that was allowing them to gain so much more map control and push other teams out of position.
Now, this circle is interesting. Actus, they had such a good game from the Yellow Houses just south of Yasnaya. Would be interesting to see if they want to go back down there. They're trying to take shots down towards the guys in the SSS, and the worst thing, not only losing players for 17 Gaming, but if they start seeing Actus racking up kills, that win potentially will be so much further away from them.
Gabba did manage to escape there just by the skin of his teeth. Heavy shots coming out towards him. L-Star's going to go in for some more, as actually it's LG who are trying to chase Easy down, and this is not looking good for him.
Just racing, I win. First guy to the next tree, but holy moly, that's going to be Indigo. Sitting in a good spot, getting himself a knock, but, I was going to say Easy comes up and takes the kill. Not quite going to happen. Indigo now, though, realizing that more people are around here.
Yeah, Indigo in a good spot, actually. Might be able to do some further damage here. Aries is coming in, and Indigo gets another one. This is exactly what Enter's Force are looking for. Can he get away with it? Some more further damage being done. Win trying to scarper away in the vehicle. Oh my, 24 health in a dream. His teammates need to back him up. Indigo just hitting all the shots.
You have a very...
Smooth. I like
talking from a smooth guy right there. When he got himself 3 kills, but you gotta stay alive. Losing one player in Easy just moments ago, that's not what you want. And of course, it's Indigo. The guy with over 4,000 damage done in the tournament so far just keeps adding up. Important kills.
So many of these as well. This is absolutely brilliant. We're just seeing it. A lot of the vehicles are like coming out and being picked off so quickly. We've got precision aim going on right now.
We're not used to seeing people rotate center this early on. The teams that have been doing that, we talked about it last game as well when Ensis lost their first player. The teams that have been doing that in Airwolf, in Ensis, they have not usually been contested. So they come in with these rotations thinking it's free in here, there's no one here. But 17 Gaming, they've already taken that spot.
Actos, though, they've got themselves in a nice spot. They've got a couple of kills already.
Actors are playing this game the exact same way they played the previous one. Second circle includes Yasnaya. Let's go to the southern side of that, and then whenever the circle pushes away, let's move up towards yellow houses. Now, as you can see, though, we do have the guy in AHQ sitting up there, and as you can see as well, Hulk, he's not just going to go up there blindly. They want to scout. They want to make sure that it's open because they're not going to go down early.
Remember, this is their old stomping ground. Yasnaya is the one that they would normally drop into.
Yep.
We haven't seen it being used so far. Remember, a lot of these teams have been swapping up where we usually see them go. Style, though, managing to find one of the Aerowolf players, looking in for a second probably, just trying to escape. And Aerowolf, we spoke so positively about them over the last few games. Both yesterday and today, they started to come back into it, and a Freaker just end up eliminating them first.
Godly, either you jump out of the vehicle and shoot, or you jump into the passenger, like the driver's seat, and you drive away. You don't just sit in the passenger seat and keep on shooting while the vehicle is stopping. That's the easiest kill for 4 guys spraying down at you, and that's going to be the entirety of Airwolf taken out on their very first rotation in the final game of the tournament. They were sitting around 8th place coming into this game, and this could push them far down, and not out of the money, but further out of a good prize pool.
LGE, not in the spot they would like to find themselves in already. Look how many teams are so close to each other. We're getting already to this stage where phase 3's just kicking in, and my oh my, this is benefiting Entus right now as well.
You hear the crowd reaction. We do have the guys in 17 up on the northeastern side, and Actus need to move far down south as well. They have some space to work around, but as you can see, AHQ, they will be their first line of defense.
YDD, the big damage dealer. He has been a solo ranger for this team so many times.
Yeah.
When everyone else has gone down, it's YDD coming in to try and save the day, and he plays oh so smart.
Both the guys in the top that we're currently looking at, the guys in 17 Gaming and Actors, they are up and outside of the circle. Have a little further to move down. Now, they did get the spot as HQ made their leave from there. Juanita smartly scouted, waits for the team to leave before he jumps down towards that compound. But 17 Gaming, they need to make their move as well. Actors Red actually sends one player down behind them. That's Starlord. If they can get him down here, that would be super crucial.
Luckily, that bike is nice and speedy. Taking a lot of damage there. 8 health, and that's all he's got with him. He's going to be able to quickly hide in and get that first aid, but he needs some help from his team. In the meantime, though, it's the Purple Boys. They're managing to finish off Jaden from Afrika, and Afrika were starting to make their way up the table.
They really were. They were getting inside that top 8 spot, getting some more money in the pocket, but now with people going down, that could be a dream just wasted for them. You see the circle here. The guys in Crest Gaming, dead center position, and some good spots to play around in this circle still available. You have the warehouse in the middle. Can you send a team in there? Might just be possible, but you have to go through a lot of teams in order to get there.
Oh no, this is not good. They go to jump in and split up the vehicles here. They're actually taking further damage. 17 do have to be cautious, already being down a man. They can't afford for another one to come into play. Styles been knocked in the meantime by the Rangers, and Enter's Force, they've got to be so good here because they've got to be careful of who's actually around them with Rex. AHQ at the same time finish off Style. Afrika are falling apart, and Show's also been knocked as well. This is chaotic.
It really is. These guys cannot risk going down. Show knocked, a big damage dealer for their team that could potentially be down and out. Looks like they're not even in position to get the rest back up. 067 will be going over towards where he got taken down, but a knock might just be impossible to get in. Actus, they're starting to shoot over towards the guy in 17 Gaming as well. You see him coming down there. He wants to get the rest up. Shox does have a buggy available, but no, that's going to be 067 down as well. Milk is the shredder of dreams for 17 Gaming. He used the fallen guy as bait, and he got himself the double.
Now, where is their other teammate to help them?
Shox needs to get the rest. They have to go for this.
Oh, no.
They need so many kills.
Further damage might come towards him as well. Shox, he's got to get this done. Here's the man with all the pressure on his shoulders. 17 Gaming, they've worked so hard across the final day here to try and make this work. Shots are just being railed through the smoke. They're trying to get him down. Another smoke is deployed. He knows he needs that cover. He is going to get the revive off, but my, oh my, that was far too close.
This would be the hero story of the tournament. If Shox get these guys back up and they do manage to win the tournament, that will be absolutely insane. Now Shucks making the run off before the vehicle explodes. Actually drives it a bit further away, but he tries to. But now with the circle pushing on in, they need to start getting going. 067 should be able to heal his way out of this blue damage, but it's going to be tricky. They're outside the circle, and as you can see, all of AHQ know exactly where they have them.
Yeah, AHQ have got them on lockdown. Actor's in actually a good position at the moment, waiting for RPQ to come in.
That's a rough circle for pretty much every single player in this lobby. We'll get back up, though. 17 Gaming on foot from here on out. It's a far run out in the open, but possible it is.
A lot of meds being used here. Enters trying to push their way in, but L-Stars firing off on him. A lot of damage being done here. YDD again being that point man. He's actually having to pull out this secondary gun as he gets the reload off. Trying to spray him down, but he couldn't make it happen.
They're sending it. They're just committing to this compound. They're going all the way in. Kale spots YDD in the shack. He knows he's in there. Window already taking down Yak. This could be a really dangerous play for the guys in Enter's Force. Do get down one guy, but there's still a guy in the shack.
Oh, huge damage being done here by Kale. Can he get the finish off? He's looking for it. Just spraying away willy-nilly, trying to get the shots through. The door's in the way as well, but he gets it done. Absolutely brilliant. But Wynn's still there, trying to help him out. Oh my god, it's back and forth across the board.
With the very last bullet in the chamber, we do see Kale taking down one player. Sean Yang taking down as well, though. Kale now trying to get in and go for the rest here. Not going to be easy. Nades coming in. That could be a double. That would be absolutely crucial. Win is all that's left of his team. Fortunately, Sean Yang manages to get up. But more people are pulling up. This is the guys in RQ pushing in. Sun Sister will go down. And now we have a whole other team pushing in on this compound.
Freaker pulling it out as well, trying to get the damage done here. This is just all over the map all at once. This compound has become the heavy-hitting spot. Everyone's here and they've come to play. They want these frags in the last game, but which teams can survive? Enters Force, so many different players knocked here. Actors, they can hear what's going on as well. Looks like they might try and find their way in and maybe pick them apart from afar. L-Stars win. He's got himself some high ground advantage in the house, but his teammates have all got down around him.
This is so insane. Everybody is committing to this compound, knowing that the warehouse is completely open. It's a better spot in the circle, but everybody's saying, you know what, we don't have time to scout. Let's just go full speed forward. LGE is in here. We got the guys in RRQ, we got Entis, and we got L-Stars. Why are all these players in this compound that's barely even inside the circle?
Entis Force are 1 point away from evening it up with Actos as well. Shock's now tapping, but he can't make the shots connect. Rangers are going to put the pressure on as well and get a knock on and a kill to Winner from AHQ.
If they can get a nade down there, that's a triple kill instantly. I do not think they have anything to toss, though. Rex Regen will be eliminated in 13th. You see Win trying to make his way out, escape the chaos that he was a victim to, but outside is the damage dealer of Entis Force. Single player remaining, gets himself his 3rd kill. And for the guys in Actors Red right now, noticing all these people fall off, they've just been clapping their hands and doing everything they can to stay alive.
The dream is over for L-Stars and Rangers. If they could somehow walk away with a great game, have an opportunity to even leapfrog them into 3rd place.
This is going to be so tricky. Sure, he is the man that can deal damage, but all by himself against the entirety of the Purple Mood Force down here. Single man has a smoke to work with. This is going to be a tricky play to make. No utility available, and there you go. 17 Gaming will go down in 3rd place. And now for OP Rangers. Can they get a good game and a win here? 3 kills. What are they behind? They're behind by 15 points. They already have 3 kills. Can they win this? They could potentially get all the way up into 3rd place. That would be a Korean top 3.
It's all possible. The Korean dominance is real. Indigo, he's walking away with 4 kills at the moment, just on his own, 5 for the team in total, but he is the sole player. But he has managed to hold down this compound. And Entis Force have finally overtaken Actors just by 1 point. The difference is Actors are all still alive.
Exactly. Actors have yet to do what they do best. We don't need those early game chaos kills. We will take all the kills we can get late game when we have to. They will just activate that team function motion, and they will do it well. Circle now going somewhat down towards Actors. They could utilize this and it would be beneficial for them, but of course there's still plenty of players alive.
If they go for that supply drop near him as well, like, there's no other team.
There's no reason for them not to.
They're in such a good spot to just get extra loot here, get some more control. Rangers, though, is a team that can really work their way up here. The fact they're still going, they're still alive, is really beneficial, especially with how the points have worked out.
This is all up to Indigo. If he can stay alive, if he can get a better placement than the guys, I mean, the best thing for him here would have been if he saw the guys in Axis forced to reposition, because that could have killed them. He needs now to not only live for longer than Axis, but if they get just 2 kills, he needs a top 4 placement to even contest the guys currently sitting in second place. He has to make the runoff here. It's going to be miles out in the open. Does have a few trees, though, not too far away. But as you can see, Nova, they heard all the commotion earlier. AG, they're down here as well. It's going to be a rough run for him. And now, as you can see, Actors, they spot out one. And there you go, General Gaming going down instantly.
Actually, a free kill and a free point there for the Actos team. Actos the only team with 4 players left alive. They've got full control of this. They've got a good position in the circle at the moment, and it's AG who are in their sights. And look at the positions here that they've got.
All tied up.
Problem is for Enter's Force, they don't really have the chance to get any extra kills here. It's only Indigo left alive, and he's now just kind of looking for just any hope and dream he can to push in.
I mean, you kind of feel it for Actors, right? They were the team that didn't get the most skilled performance throughout the season, and now they do well. And there you go, Enters taken down and out of the game. Sorry to see it, but that should very much solidify the champions of the tournament.
Yeah, there is no way unless Rangers eliminate everyone that's left and get
30
the win.
points in 1 game. Yeah, what do they need? That's another 12 kills and a win. Well, I mean, there's still 21 players alive. But they need to activate something that's probably beyond...
They need 31 points. It's literally...
They need to get 12 more kills and a win. And Actors needs to not get any kills and go out before the next 4 teams.
Yeah, there you go.
Good luck, boys. You will need it.
Not happening.
With that said, though, I mean, they can still make their way up in the leaderboard. Even if they get a win without that amount of kills, they can still surpass the guys in L-Stars. Potentially a win, 10 points. And the guys in L-Stars in 17 games, they cannot accumulate anymore. We'll have to see, though. That's enough speculation for now.
No, there's impossible. Impossible. Rangers are going to try and fire off these shots onto Purple through the smoke. They know they're hanging around there somewhere. SSS as well. Purple can't catch a break. They literally drop the smoke down and everyone's aiming at him. And Ini's going to come in and find the first kill onto Ambulance. Damage is around there.
Not at all in a position to help. Well, that's actually not true. He was in a position to help. He must have heard Anini push up the road, or up the stairs, but not peeking to take the kill and lets his teammate get flushed. That's an unfortunate situation. Starlord, you see it once again. First mover on the circle, and now Suck. He's very needed kill points if they want to have any chance of upping their prize money. They need to start getting active now with 19 players alive.
Oh, nice shots coming out there from Suck. Will be able to finish off Yoshi if he can just land one more. Eska helps him out there and they do get it done. So Rangers just looking up to rack as many points on the scoreboard as possible. They know that they can try and improve their placement ever so greatly here. They are large and in charge, and SSS, the Chinese team, are literally just on the opposite side, also firing in. But at least for Purple now, they've got themselves in a better position circle-wise.
They are very much inside the circle, and they have the ridge on the backside there that they can work around. They don't really have to peek anything. They can just let all these other teams fight things off, and then hopefully for them, they can get themselves a better placement. You see Damage, he's just waiting. He knows Nini is in there somewhere. Now the circle is starting to push in as well. Damage does have to move before Nini, and you can see as well Juanita. He knows that there's been people up here. He's just waiting for them to push out.
It's a nice little waiting game here for Damage, and Nini's on his way round. Oh, Starlord's taking some heavy pressure though. Hits coming in. That's from the best gaming guys. Still 3 of them left alive as Damage does take down a Nini. And that'll mean Nova, Monster, Shield are eliminated in 7th place. But I've got to say, full respect for them. They've had a good set of games, at least here on the final day. As now Armory Gaming straight afterwards are going to be taken out in 6th. We're getting right down to the wire now. It's only Purple with 1 player left alive. Most teams got 3, but Actos, they are literally living the dream to try and get this first place at $250,000.
And a team that we've completely ignored this game are the guys in Crest Gaming. They were sitting in Alamo for a while. They got a 3rd place last game as well. Could be, I mean, even though it might have changed a lot on the leaderboard, just a good way to round off the tournament. Get yourself a 3rd place, and who knows what can happen this game now with 5 teams remaining. They could very much get up there and get themselves in the placement points.
And that's what it's about, right? The placement points is
actually,
all
look
that
at
matters.
this. Look at the placement from 13 to 12. They're tied.
Yeah, so close here. Crest Gaming, they can make just 1, 2 more kills. They can leapfrog themselves up a little bit further. Rangers, though, they need a big, big push if they're in order to try and take that 4th place. And there's quite a difference here in terms of the actual prize money when it comes down to it. Like the breakdown.
Yep.
So if they get 5th to 6th, right? They get 12,500. They get 4th, they get 25.
Oh, that is a big bunch of
Well, that's
points
Crest.
to rack
Crest
up.
get the point they need.
Crest get the 1 point. Now they are making their way up above them into 12th place, but it's all about OP Gaming Rangers. What can they do here? How many spots can they lead up? They need one more kill and a win to surpass the L-Stars. It's going to be a tricky task, but not an impossible one at all.
Actos right now, they know they've secured it, but it's all about the pride. They want that extra win, right? They want to say, we can be more than dominant of taking the whole tournament. We know we've got the $250,000, but we're going to show you that we're not just the best team in Korea, but we are the best team in Asia.
And also, I mean, they've done exactly what Luminous Stars did on day 1. They've just kept it going. They've been able to do, like, their day 2 was the same as Luminous's day 1, and they've just kept on going, and they're doing everything they can to show us exactly why they deserve it. And I think they deserve it already day 2, and they've shown we don't just need the circles. We can play around everywhere. We will kill all these people whenever we have 4 guys together.
Now what it's going to come down to is what can Rangers do, what can Crest do to continue to push up their lead, because it is so tight, like you mentioned, Toby, within these closer teams. There's so much opportunity here to be had. And this is what makes the Battle Royale games, this is what makes PUBG so incredible to watch, because it is not just being cut and dry. This has been right to the wire the entire time.
It sure has. You see the guys from Rangers moving in form, trying to make their way forward, but all the teams are shooting at them. Suck goes down instantly. More people pushing up. Eska blows up instantly as well. Now Mental, the last remaining player, he knows that he has a guy from SSS in here, and he will go down as well.
Nicely done there from Rangers under very heavy pressure. They lost 3 members there, but he's just going to battle back, but they get eliminated in 4th. The dream is over. That won't be enough points for him. So it's 1 Korean team, 1 Chinese team, and 1 Japanese team left in it. And they are slowly getting picked apart. Damage being done here. Killing spree for the Chinese side. And SSS, though, they can't finish it off. They will be eliminated. And Actos, they are super in control of this, and they've only got 1 more, 2 more to fight.
I mean, it's just, they're solidifying. They're just showing us we deserve this win. This is not, and this just goes to showcase Actus. They only have 3 kills, sure, but look at this. They're all 4 players alive, and they have so much control of what's going on. There you have it, guys. Actus winning their 5th game in a 12-game series.
Yeah, Actos walking away, not just with the pride of their nation, but the pride of the region. The #1 team in Asia is Actos Stars Red, and they are a team who have battled this out from start to finish. They had a really solid last few days, and this team certainly deserves the big win here. Not only did they play the team games, but they certainly played the firefights as well. Look at the damage we saw across the board.
Nothing short of impressive, and there was no doubt in my mind that these guys deserved it to the very end. It was an interesting end to the things. Off of day 1, we were like, okay, Luminous, well, that was interesting. Let's just sit out the next 2 days, and then we'll let this unfold on its own. But not gonna happen. The guys from Korea in Actus came up to the occasion. They rose to the occasion, and they got themselves the win.
And this is the moment we have all been waiting for as they come on to lift the trophy. Actos Stars Red. They fought hard for this. Not only $250,000 richer, but they walk away with the confidence knowing they are the best team in Asia. That #1 spot trophy lifted high in the air.
There you go, your winners of the PUBG Asia Invitational 2019. Babyface Assassin.
Babyface Assassin, Hulk, Star-Lord, the Super Scout.
Oh, they have, because that's just their upmade names. We have to make their names like, who is Juanita then? The Master Fragger?
He have the most damage.
I think he must have, yeah. That's
damage dealer himself.
That Mr. Damage Dealer, yeah. Very, very, very impressive comeback. All of day 1, where you have one team that just goes so far beyond everyone else. That's gonna be a oh, well, this was fun. Feels bad. Let's try again next year. But no, the guys in Actus, they stuck in, and now let's just see exactly. You want to hear in on the the Asian commentary here?
No, we can't understand it. I can't translate it. I can definitely make up what I think they're saying. Oh, Actos, what a great team. They performed so well. We're talking about the rounds they won.
With your champion cup.
Oh, I hit. That's English. That was English.
That's what I'm saying. Let's listen in.
也请我们现场的观众朋友们把掌声送给这一
It's
支
a
冠军
mix.
队
Here
伍
we。go.
谢谢各位。
Gotta be the authentic experience, right? Very, very, very impressive play coming in from the Koreans.
I really hope
好了，我
you
们
get
现在
some
要
translation.
They must,
要
because
进
he's
行的呢
speaking
是一
Chinese,
个
they're
简
speaking
短的
Korean.
采访啊。
Do we get
我们
English?
现在要问我们的冠军队伍一个问题，因为此时此刻確實非常不容易，拿到現在這樣一個冠軍有什麼樣的心情嗎？而且是 PKL 加上 PL 的雙冠。
제가 이제 통역을 도와드릴 건데 우선 우승 너무
Yeah,
축하드립니다.
see, it's just going to be Korean and Chinese.
그리고
It's not going to be
PL을
what?
이겨서 이번
Why?
PL까지
Can you,
이제
production
좀
crew, can you guys just do like the
성공을
live
하셨는데
translation, like
지금
live
소감이
subtitles
어떠신지
underneath?
한번 소감 좀 말씀 좀
I'm just kidding. Unfortunately, we don't have any.
Toby, you're asking for way too
We
much
don't
at
have
this
any
point.
Chinese or Korean representation in the production room right now, so we'll just make up what they're talking about, or just
Come back
go
to
back
us.
to us. But anyway, guys, huge congratulations to the guys in Active Stars Red. What a hell of a series of games. And as I quickly touched upon before, when you have a day one, we're sure they did well. I believe they were in second or third coming into day two. But when we have a day one where one team just goes that far ahead, you need to have that much more momentum to carry on through to day two.
17 gaming though, man. So close. Just got really unlucky towards the end there. But they leapfrogged the #1 team in terms of actually who led it for the longest, right? L-Stars,
sure.
Luminous Stars were putting up such a good performance. But it's in these last 2 days, 17 gaming, they started to make it work. They started to battle back a little bit more. Got some good placements in there at the same time. So full credit to those guys. Shox and Show, I was just very impressed by everything they had to offer.
And also importantly, they showed us what they're capable of. It wasn't a tournament where you go away from it like, oh, well, that didn't work out for them. It was a tournament where, sure, they had a rough start. It took them a while because there's so many different, we talked about this day one, too. There's so many different play styles, so many different nations coming into this tournament, right? It's a really, really big, tough task to make all of this work. But I want to say one thing to all of you guys that has been playing in this tournament. Sure thing, you might have had a last place performance, but you very, very, very much deserve to be where you are. You played all those qualifiers, all those tournaments to get here. And no matter if you won or lost, very impressive. We do see more teams coming up now. I think that's Brandon, the man himself, Mr. PlayerUnknown. You know what I think? I think we're going to see a few golden pans flying around in just a moment.
Oh, I hope so. We do love to see him. So that'll be in first place, obviously, Actos. Second place will be OGN Enters Force. And third place, and so deserved, more than ever, 17 Gaming. L-Stars just missing out on it as well. They were so close. 3 points is what separated them. They were at 79 and went at 17 Gaming, got 82.
The creative director of PlayerUnknown's Battleground, Brandon Green. 让我们有请 Brandon 先生。Brandon.
There's no way he's talking Chinese. Now we can listen to this.
是的，接下来我们要有请到的呢是 PUBG Corporation 的 CEO 翁希秀先生，来有请。谢谢你。接下来我们要有请到的是 PUBG Corporation 的 CEO CH Kim， 有请 Kim 先生。谢谢3位。接下来我们要进行的就是由3位为我们带来的颁奖环节了。首先我们有请我们的季军战队17战队登上舞台的中间，请17战队来到舞台中间，谢谢。来，也有请我们的3位。 来，请3位嘉宾可以来到我们的舞台中间，为我们的季军战队颁奖了。
Third place and
11战队
so
将
well
获得的是
deserved
我们
there. They're going to
的
be
季军奖
walking
牌啊，以
away
及4面铜锅。他们在这次比赛里面的发挥确实坚韧不拔，赢得了现场很多观众的欢
Something to
呼
be
和
proud
喝
of
彩。
because they came back from so far behind. They
确
were
实
at
打出了
7th
非常
place,
出色
then
的
they
毅
went
力
into。fifth
那么
place.
请
They didn't
面对
really
镜
look
头，
like
我
they
们
had
要
enough
记录下
points,
这个
and
美
then
好
they
的瞬
came
间。
back into it in full force today.
They had such a good
是也
game
请
going.
现场的
They
各位
know
观众
going
把
into
掌
the
声
future
送给
that
季
they
军
can
战队
play with the best
17战队。
of the best. Sure, they didn't have a good day 1, but they made up for it on day 2 and 3.
谢谢各位，谢谢各位。那么我们也有请17战队可
Because
以
we
站
always
立
knew
到
that they were
刚才自
capable
己
of
站
doing
位的
it.
地方
They're。just like, always needed that one little more, but communication
嘉宾。
just so much on point today.
好的，接下来我们要为我们的亚军战队 Entus Force 颁奖，来，我们有请 Entus Force 来到刚才实际战队所站立的地方，来，请我
Entus
们的 Entus
Force,
Force。
second place for them. Go forward, guys. There we go.
$100,000. They represent one of the most prestigious and known
Entus Force以
Korean
他们的
organizations.
稳扎稳打的表现，
J
在这
Entus
次比赛中给我们留下了十
Oh,
分
what
十
an
分深刻的
absolute
印
crazy
象。
story for
他
these
们将
guys
获得
because
的
they
是
were always on the
10万
cusp
美
of
金的
it.
奖
They
金，以
could
及
have
4
so
面赢过。
closely, nearly taken out Actos, who walked away of that win on the final game, but it wasn't meant to be. So close, yet so
这次
far,
比赛
but
也向我
something
们
they
展
can
现了
definitely be
Entus Force
proud
他们的
of.
稳扎
Two
稳打的
Korean
实力，
teams in the
也
top
确实
three,
值得我们学习。
absolutely phenomenal.
And that is the name of the game when it comes down to
好的，
PUBG.
也
So
谢谢我们
close,
的
but
Entus
yet
Force
so
战队，
far.
我们也可以
Sometimes
继
it
续
comes
在
down
比赛。
to a whole series of games. Sometimes it comes down to that one
接下来，
kill
我们
or
最
little
为关
amount
键的
of
时刻，我
points
们
to
要为我们
separate
的
the first,
冠
second,
军
and
战
third
队
place from
Actus
each
Stars
other
颁
and
奖
winners.
来，我们有
Of
请我们的
course,
冠军队伍来
these
再次
games
回到
with your
刚才自己
beautiful
所
radio
站立的
voice.
舞台中间。
Do your
来，
best
有请，有请。
representation of what they're doing right now.
They are now getting center stage. Actors.
I thought you
ready
were gonna like
to
the
take-
game number kind of thing. I thought you were gonna do more of that.
以及四面金锅。
Sorry.
Where is Toby go? Okay, we're gonna leave Toby on the hype train. I'm gonna leave you here to just chill
也
for
请
a
各位面
second.
对镜头记录下
It's
我们
more
美好
about
的
the
瞬间。
story that Actos had here, right?
确实，
This for them
这份荣
was
誉啊，
something that was looking
他们
impossible
在
after day one.
冠
With
军
L
全
Stars
场的
looking
吃
so
力数
strong.
以及
Then
运
they
营大
came
家
back
方面
for
的能
it.
力，
They
确实
got
值得
the
我们
double
学习。
wins back to back. Then they massively dropped off afterwards. We started to panic a little bit. Could they hold
好的，
on
谢
to
谢
it?
各位，也谢
Instead,
谢我们
they
的观众
clinch
接
it
下来我
on
们
the
要开
very
始的是我们
last
的
game.
最
And
后
literally just by a few points. If it wasn't for that win, it could have been just 1 point separating them and Entus.
冠军队伍的两侧
Actors Stars Red, $250,000, the Golden Pans, and representing not just Korea, but the entire region. Korea is #1 this time around and #2, and they have done it in a very convincing fashion. The one thing we saw about Actors was they don't just needed to rely on one player. It was more of the teamwork that came in. It was the good rotations we got out of them.
For sure, they played it very, very well from start to finish. Had the consistency that unfortunately L Stars did not manage to pull on through, and throughout all of it, very, very well deserved.